to the Tournament Center. This is Brian David Marshall. We're coming to you from Pro Tour Hollywood, where while all the action is going on in the main room, across the hall there have been a lot of PTQs, Super Friday Night Magic, and the beginning of an understanding of what Block Constructed is going to look like. There was a 190-person PTQ last night. Kenneth Ellis here from Stockton, California, finished in 6th place in that tournament, playing a deck that has caught the fancy of everybody in the coverage room. We all loved it. We're looking through the deck list, and, well, you can kind of see what's going on right here. It's a little bit about what you can do with the mana in this format. Kenneth, tell us what the deck is called, or was called.
Well, it's still called the 10 Commandments. Like I cut Command earlier today before the PTQ I'm playing in right now. I cut the 3rd Austere Command, mostly for like another threat. I stuck in Chameleon Colossus. Sometimes like people got rid of the Oversoul, like the red decks and elemental decks were citing in Crypt Swap. And I figured I need another guy they had trouble with in order to get through for some damage. And also added a Mind Spring as extra card draw. I figured like multiples would be a little much. But basically we built in like the hotel room before the tournament, and they wanted to like stick all the powerful cards of the format into the same deck and built like a control deck. We expected a lot of aggro. Most people, we knew Fairies was going to show up a lot, but we didn't expect like it to show up like 4 decks in the top 8, but we expected Kitchen to show up a lot because people were expecting Fairies and Elves and Doran. So we built it to beat the other decks and have game against Fairies as well. So.
Now, you said this is a control deck. Is this deck fun to play?
It's really fun to play.
It seems like it, right? I mean, you just have this buffet of crazy cards that are over there that all do 4 different things.
Yeah, I mean, like for the most part, like the commands are really fun to play. They're actually very skill intensive to play correctly. I made a couple of mistakes earlier today. I think might have cost me games because I chose the wrong modes on like Primal Command. But like you play a lot. You wear a lot of different hats with the deck. You know, sometimes you just play like kind of like the old Kamigawa style control, where you do some stuff in the early game, remove creatures, and then slap a fatty like Oona or Cloudthresher down, and then you win the game slowly just by flying over and killing their guys on the ground. So.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about what Block Constructed looks like. You slugged it out for what, 9 rounds, 8 rounds yesterday?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like 9 rounds. So it was just a lot of. I think in the early rounds, like a lot of the aggressive decks, there was a lot of like Elves and Doran and stuff like that kind of like got beat out by Kitchen and by Fairies. Our top 8 essentially was like my deck, my friend Powder, and 3 other players were playing Fairies. There was like a Fairy deck in each of the matchups, and elemental 5-color elemental control deck, which actually seems to be really popular with some players.
That's the Horde of Notions deck?
Yeah, it's the Horde of Notions deck. And that deck can be kind of scary sometimes when they go like 3rd turn Horde off Smoke Raider and you don't have like Oblivion Ring or something. But that I lost a game in the Swiss. My only loss was to the elemental in the Swiss, and that was basically because I lost to Horde of Notions in the 2nd game, and I think that kind of like messed with me a little bit. And then in the 3rd game, I just threw it away. But
and then in the quarterfinals, you lost to the eventual winner?
Yeah. Oh no. In the quarterfinals, I played my friend Nathan Ward. He was playing the Fairy deck. Fairies is like a 50-50 matchup. It's very like skill based, and he knows the list because he helped me build it. And so he played around Cloudthresher and all the right cards, and he eventually lost to Ian in the semifinals, who's another friend of ours from Northern California. And he ended up taking down the tournament playing Kitchen.
And he's playing a Kitchen deck, but that had the Blue-White Liege in it, had Cloud Goat Ranger, so a lot of really interesting cards, Spectral Procession. Yeah, so you think it's 3 1/1s attacking you, but suddenly it's
a bunch of 2/2s or...
They're all pumping each other up.
He was playing the Hideaway land, and basically used Spectral Possession to activate it and play bigger spells like the Liege and the Cloud Goat Rangers, and those are actually really difficult to handle unless you have like mass removal and counter spells and stuff like that. So.
Cool. All right, well, we're getting a jump on the PTQ season a little early here at Pro Tour Hollywood. It's going to be coming to a store near you or a tournament site near you pretty soon. So the top 8 lists from this PTQ are on the website, and you can find them there. And good luck in the PTQs, and I hope I see all of you in Berlin. This is Brian David Marshall for the Tournament Center.